Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Pilates Fusion with Nina. I wish everyone a happy Friday. We're going to be celebrating women's empowerment this morning, new beginnings. Spring is on the way. This class is being recorded in Alpharetta, Georgia. So let's start from a standing position, standing up nice and tall. Feet are the width of our hips. And we're going to start engaging those legs, sinking them down into your mat, rolling your shoulder blades back, opening that scapula. Joseph Pilates used to say, let's crack the walnut. And so we're opening our chest, working on beautiful posture, our core, and getting stronger than yesterday. Alrighty, ladies, let's bring those arms out like a T, and we're just going to still promoting beautiful posture, some great energy this morning, perhaps a sense of calm that we can bring into our lives. Let's reverse those circles. Alrighty, and let's just move back to the edge of our mat and standing up nice and tall. Let's bring those arms all the way. I'm outside up to the sky, bringing that big ball of energy to heart center. And let's start on some mindfulness this morning, connecting with our breath, living in the present. Let's take a deep breath in. Perhaps you need to let go of something this morning and exhale. Reaching up again towards the ceiling or the sky, taking that deep breath in, and pausing, and letting it go. This time we're going to add a little add-on. When we come up towards the ceiling, let's come forward into a front forward fold. And just hanging, we're really at our coccyx bone or tailbone. And we're just going to do some simple little circles, opening up the spine, like a tennis ball circle. And then we're going to reverse that circle. Bringing in our hands now, like an old-fashioned, beautiful grandfather clock. And now we're going to walk our hands out to fork. And we're playing, coming forward with those hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Modification right now, you can certainly come down onto your knees, still getting that stretch. And we're just holding this plank for maybe 30 seconds. I know we have all different levels in the class right now. A plank is a great exercise promoting complete body strength, getting stronger. All right, let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming forward into King Cobra, getting a little stronger, ladies. Modification right now to make it a little more gentle. You can bring your legs down into the mat. Sorry for the siren. Alrighty, let's come all the way up again onto those toes. And we're just going to bring downward dog right now, letting the head hang gently between the arms. Walking out that dog, bringing the foot up and down, stretching those beautiful hamstrings. Just going to be doing some gentle yoga for a few minutes, and then we'll move on to Pilates. Coming forward again into King Cobra. feeling ever so strong this Friday morning. Just taking a pause. Coming all the way back into down the dog again. Onto our knees, bringing our forehead down to the mat into child's pose and walking those fingers out, stretching out that lower back, our lumbar spine. And let's connect with our breath, taking that deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in, getting a little more. All right, we're going to come into angry, happy cat. So we are on our knees, hands are flat on the mat, fingers are a little spread, and we're going to arch that back up gently into a C curve. Again, taking that breath in, and then exhaling when our belly comes down to the mat. Bringing that back gently all the way up again. Should feel nice, gentle, and then exhaling, bringing the belly down towards the mat. And all the way up again, arching that back towards the ceiling. And letting it go. Now we're going to move forward to a little bit of balance work. Let's bring that left arm forward, opposite right leg is long, belly is tucked in and engaged. Perhaps we can lengthen that leg a little bit. Foot is pointed. I'm just going to stretch it gently towards the ceiling. Left hand down to the mat. We're going to choose to bring the right arm forward. Left leg is lengthening. Foot is pointed towards the ceiling. All the way back down to the mat. We're going to do that one more time, girls. So we're bringing the left arm forward. Right leg is lengthening and long. Foot is pointed. All the way back down to the mat, and right arm is now long. Make it your best. Last one. All right, let's bring that right arm back down to the mat. And we're just going to plug in some more balance work. We're going to bring the left leg to the side, kind of like the little fire hydrant move for all the dog lovers out there. But again, working on getting stronger, working on our balance. Then we're going to move on to fire hydrant on that right side. All right, ladies, we're going to move on to a wonderful stretch called pigeon, bringing that right leg forward, opposite leg is long. This one's going out to all my pickleball players and walkers and runners and just women trying to maintain where they're at or maybe even get stronger. If you want a little bit more right now, you can stack your hands, bringing them down to the mat, and then we're going to place our forehead on top of those hands, doing a nice gentle stretch. And let's breathe into the stretch. Bring some mindfulness this morning, taking that deep breath in and exhaling. That's what I breath again. I'm just going to pause for a few seconds enjoying this beautiful stretch. Right, slowly coming out of that. And of course, now we're going to work on that left leg. Knee is coming forward, right leg is long. And again, if you want a little bit more right now, or if you want to stay here, it's your own class, always creating some options. Hands are stacked. I'm bringing them down at that. Forehead is coming on top of my hand. Right, slowly coming out of that. Ladies, so exciting. We're going to move on now to some classical Pilates. We're going to start with an exercise called hundreds. And we will start with the more gentle way of doing it. I'm going to come down laying on my back, into the tabletop, lifting my knees up and my belly's tucked in. If your neck feels fine this morning, bring those shoulder blades off the mat. If you have any issues with your neck, I would advise you to come off the mat. Arms are long and strong, and I'm just pumping my arms, holding my tummy in. More advanced would be to shoot your legs long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 4, 5. Other recommendations, you could alternate tabletop pose. And by the way, if your back is popping at all, if you're shooting your legs long, I would advise you to tabletop. So we're not really going to do this 100 times, but we are going to do it maybe for another minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, shooting my legs long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's bring those knees to our chest now. I call this baby back roll, giving ourselves a nice big hug and rolling out the lower back. So this is a beautiful relaxation pose, loosening up your spine. You can go into this move anytime today. If something is not for you or you need a little pause, I would encourage this one, baby back roll, one of my favorites. A great way to start the morning, maybe when your coffee is getting ready. And now we're going to move into happy baby, grabbing those big toes, pulling out your lower back. Alrighty, ladies, we're going to move into some bridging. Let's place those feet flat on the mat, and we're going to maintain some back connections. So we're going to roll those shoulder blades back so you feel your scapula, your shoulder blades engaged in the mat. Tummy is tucked in, arms are long and strong, and we're going to gently lift up lower back, middle back, upper back, and hold. Glutes are engaged, tummy's tucked in, and we're feeling ever so strong on this beautiful spring morning. So happy that it's Friday. Perhaps setting a positive intention this morning, feeling so grateful, another beautiful day. And you can imagine that you have a little red ball tucked between those thighs, and perhaps you're trying to break it, just keeping everything nice and tight. Let's connect with a breath. Take a breath in. Do a pelvic tilt to the right, bring those hips to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, pinky in the middle. Let's stay engaged for 20 more seconds. We're going to count us down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. You're off to the count with me. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's slowly take it all the way back down to the mat. And let's grab those knees, giving ourselves a nice hug. Feeling a little bit more flexible than we started the class. Hopefully a sense of calm to our lives. Going into happy baby, grabbing those big toes. Just loving this increased flexibility this morning. Alright, we're going to move now into some gentle inversions, going for a bike ride, having a little daydream. So let's just rock up on those hips, bring the feet forward, centered, and they are pointed. And I'm just going to take it to a nice, gentle bike ride. And remember, at any time, you can go back into baby's apple. Now, if we have some high achievers in the class and want a little bit more right now, you can bring your feet center and then slowly control motion, bring them over your head and grabbing them with your hands. That is a very advanced move. Getting a little stretching in. I'm going to go back to my bike ride and reverse. Just roll a little backwards on the bike. Someone dropped a hat. Let's take those legs all the way back down now. And we're going to move into an exercise called one leg circle. So let's create that back connection again, rolling the shoulder blades back, opening the chest. This is so good for all of us, for our posture, tummy's tucked in. I'm going to shoot up that right foot and it is pointed. Modification, you can do a small circle. This is a hip opener, maybe a basketball size, or you can choose to do or try a large circle, pausing center, foot is pointed. All right, let's reverse that circle, going counterclockwise. Now we're going to do a little isometric squeeze. I want you to pretend you have a 50-pound weight on that leg, and we're slowly, with control, bringing that leg all the way back down to the mat, creating our own resistance against our body weight. Nice and gentle. Let's reconnect to the mat, rolling those shoulder blades back, shooting that left leg, foot is pointed to the ceiling or outside, obviously. We're going to do choices. You can do a small circle or you can do a big one, coming around, pausing center. Now let's reverse that circle. All right, let's bring that leg slowly all the way back down. And we're going to move on to support forward, bringing the shoulder blades off the mat. Let's bring right towards our chest. Left leg long, foot above the mat. Pull, pull, extension. Pull, 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 pull. Now we're going to take inches. Bringing that right leg, foot is pointed towards the ceiling, doing a gentle stretch towards my nose, and then switch. Five more, 1, 2, 4, 5. All right, ladies, I think it's time to encourage some hydration, having a little sip of water, and then we're going to bring it to a standing position. And I apologize for busy town this morning. I thought it would be fun to go to a park. Let's stand up nice and tall, and we're going to bring the hands to goalpost football arms, and feet are the width of our hips, distance apart, and we're going to hinge down, feeling ever so strong. I call this a sanctuary pose. Tummy is tucked in. Perhaps you could take it a little lower. And hold, maybe even a little low. hold this for 10 seconds. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly coming out of that. We're going to move on to some balance work right now. So if you're new to balance work, I want everyone to always feel safe. If you need to hold on to a chair or a table, that would be a great idea. You can try it. We're standing up nice and tall. We're going to roll our shoulder blades back. And let's start bringing up that right knee. And then maybe bringing your hands into prayer position. Holding a gaze onto somewhere in the room. And again, if you need to hold on to a chair or a sofa, just hold on very lightly with your fingers for balance. So this is a really good one to try plugging into your day. Maybe after you brush your teeth, you can make it a little morning ritual. I hear some church bells ringing now instead of the lawnmower. Busy town this morning. Slowly bringing that right leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's bring those arms out into T position again. Bringing them forward into prayer position. Bringing up that left knee. Tummy is tucked in. Feeling ever so strong. And again, would be normal. It might be a little more easier on one side. Back now to our sanctuary move. Let's bring that leg all the way back down, bringing the arms up into football, soccer, here in Europe, goalpost arms. And let's hinge down to our sanctuary move and then working on a little bit of footwork. I know some ladies might be having some neuropathy going on, but regardless, maybe also wearing high heels too much in our life. Let's bring those feet up into high heels, strengthening the foot. We're up on our tippy toes, stilettos, and then bringing them back in. Perhaps you can hinge a little lower, and we're going to come back into high heels, strengthening those feet. Getting stronger than yesterday. Maybe we're taking it a little lower. We're still up on high heels. But then standing all the way up, nice and tall. All right, ladies, we're going to move on to some leg work now. Perhaps you need another little hydration break. All right, so I am going to come onto my mat in classical Pilates banana pose, which means long on your mat. And then my feet are coming forward. Belly's tucked in. I'm up on my side. And we're just going to work on some leg lifts, nice and slow, controlled, creating some resistance. Foot is pointed, my right foot coming all the way forward. And then gently all the way back. And then all the way forward again. Lengthening those legs. Leg is nice and strong. And it is not, it's nice and straight. Try to keep that leg straight. We're going to bring the feet together now. The working leg is going to come all the way up, but is pointed, and then I'm going to flex the leg, bringing it down. Try to go as high as you can. Nice, straight, engaged leg, becoming flexed, coming down. Now we're going to bring this leg, this working leg, to a circle, another hip opening. So again, you can do modification. You can do a small circle. That leg is nice and straight. Or you can do a large circle, pausing, center, foot is still pointed, coming down, brushing that opposite foot, coming back around. And we're going to reverse that circle. Working leg, bending it, bringing it forward, positioning this working foot towards the opposite foot, pushing up the knee, maybe just an inch. And now we're working on our inner thigh, the opposite leg, just bringing it up and down. Foot is pointed. Well, let's bring that foot into maybe a small tennis ball circle. Belly is tucked in. And now we're going to reverse that. All right, ladies, we are going to move over to the opposite side now. Again, still in that banana pose. So we are long on our mat and feet are coming forward, just like a little Chiquita banana. And our working leg, foot is pointed, working on those leg lifts, forward and back. And then bringing that leg to match the opposite foot. Foot is pointed, coming all the way up, flexing the foot, and back down. Now we're going to move on to our circles. And again, modification, you can do a small circle. You can do a big one, pausing center, foot is pointed, coming down, brushing that foot, going all the way up again. We're going to bring it center and reverse it. Clockwise. Now let's bring that leg forward and pointing that foot gently towards the opposite foot, pushing on that knee up an inch, working on our inner thigh, bringing that foot all the way up and down. Up into those gentle tennis ball circles. And then reversing it. All right, ladies, we are going to move on to the challenge of the morning. And again, I would welcome you, invite you all to try the challenge. If you don't care for it, you can go back into baby back roll. This move is called classical teaser. I'm going to start off teaching the more gentle way. So I'm actually sitting up kind of on my sits bones. I'm just going to extend my arms and my legs forward. I'm trying to hold it. If you want a little bit more right now, you can engage your arms a little bit into small circles. You can bring your feet up and down. All right, the other way to teach teaser, the more advanced, is to lay down on your mat, and I'm going to engage my glutes and my abs, and in like a rocking motion, I'm going to come all the way up with my arms and my legs and hold it. Try to hold it for maybe 5 to 10 seconds. All righty. The best thing about teaser, 3 times are expected. So now you can make your choice. I'm enjoying this beautiful Friday morning. I'm going to be gentle on my body this morning and just come up on my sits bones, extending my arms and legs and holding. And then bringing it all the way back down to the mat. Ladies, we're going to come up to a standing position. Just in closing of this classical Pilates class this morning, let's bring those arms all the way up to the ceiling again, bringing that big ball of beautiful energy to our chest. Hands are in prayer position. Let's take that deep breath in and exhale. Connecting with our breath, creating a sense of calm, purpose, just being grateful for the new day. Taking another deep breath in and exhale. I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like. Let's bring those arms forward one more time to the ceiling, bringing that big ball of energy to heart center, taking that deep breath in and exhale. Ladies, I thank you for joining me in Pilates Fusion today. I wish you a beautiful Friday and some calm this weekend. And thank you so much.